Hi, this is Kevin Thomas with the At Home Film Festival. Welcome back and happy Pride. Today is Gay Pride Sunday. So I thought because also the 4th of July is coming up, my focus this week is called Gay Independence Days. I'm picking movies that are independent films, but that's such a broad term that I decided to make it movies that I've seen in film festivals and or have met or interviewed the writer-directors. So let's start with Tom Fitzgerald. Perfect person to start with because today you could see this movie. It's called Stage Mother, and you may not have heard of it, but it's opening in theaters in August, and currently it will be playing today as part of Frameline 44 Cinema Showcase. So when we're done here, just buy the tickets and tune in at 7 Pacific Standard Time and we could watch it together. This movie is the most uplifting, happy, fun, exciting, jubilant film I have seen in such a long time. For 93 minutes, I was able to forget about the state of the world and enjoy this treasure. Jackie Weaver, 2-time Oscar nominee, should be up for a third one for this movie because she is amazing. She plays a Southern Baptist mom who inherits a drag club, and so of course, fun ensues. This movie too has Lucy Liu in a great performance. The drag legend Jackie Beat's amazing. And there are so many lines of dialogue that we will be quoting for years that this will definitely become a gay classic. And if you want to prep for knowing more about Tom Fitzgerald and watching that movie tonight, you could also download his Cloudburst from a few years ago. This movie stars Olympia Dukakis and Brenda Fricker, no idea how Tom got Oscar winners, as a long-term lesbian couple who because they're getting older, their health is not the same, and their children get involved to try to dictate what goes on in their lives, including who gets money if one of them dies. They will not take this, and neither should you, not only in a movie, but in real life. This is not some courtroom drama. They actually go on a very interesting and fun road trip, so I highly recommend this other movie from Tom Fitzgerald, and maybe when we're done with Tom, perhaps tomorrow or some other day this week, we could focus on Stuart Wade. Now, Stuart, why do you keep making movies about coffee? Do you have an obsession? Because he did Coffee House Chronicles and this film, Coffee Date. Now, of course, I like the movie. Coffee Date is a super charming film about a straight man who accidentally gets set up with a gay man because his name was Kelly, so we don't know. I don't know why he didn't ask for a picture first, by the way. That's what we do. But anyway, it still makes a fun movie, a great buddy film. They both support each other in the dating world. And it's got Wilson Cruz in it. Now, you know when you see Wilson Cruz's name on a movie, you should go. He's a great representative of our community, a terrific actor, and it's got Jason Stewart, who usually is the fun sidekick in any gay movie. So when you see those names, you should go. And I did learn that Stewart doesn't just do coffee movies, because he did a film called Say Yes. I don't even think they drink coffee in this film, but it's about a woman who's been diagnosed with cancer. So she's preparing just in case she dies. So what happened if she fixed up her husband with her twin brother, who's bisexual? So this totally drives the plot, because was her husband gay the whole time? Is her brother also bisexual? Does a twin seem enough like his sister for the husband to just go on from one to the other? Let's find out together and watch Say Yes. Then when we're done, maybe later on the week, we could do some fun, super fun movies from J.C. Calciono. J.C., I always think, does the lightest-hearted films that if you ever want to have a little party and screen a bunch of movies, I would pick J.C. So here we have Is It Just Me? The plot's not exactly plausible all the time, but it's about a gay man who goes online to look for a date, but he accidentally uses his partner's profile because it was still logged on. His partner, I mean his roommate. That, of course, his roommate is one of those hot guys that everybody wants to go out with, looks-wise, but it does add a little element of a Cyrano de Bergerac and comedy of errors, so it's funny in that direction. Is it a deep thinking movie? No. But if you need laughs, and we all do these days, I would pick that movie. And then if you want to keep on the internet JC line, how about Cupid? Cupid is about a guy in a long-term relationship. He's a little bored, so he signs up for Cupid online. Now the funny thing is, this Cupid acts more like Big Brother's on your shoulder, because Cupid takes over his life. It blocks people from calls, it cancels texts, it gives him the wrong GPS instructions on purpose because it's trying to control your life. Phew, we're kind of used to that, aren't we? But anyway, super fun movie. I really enjoyed it, and doesn't hurt that Morgan Fairchild is the voice of Cupid, because she's always charming, even though she's one of our favorite movie bitches. Then I also want you to know about Casper Andreas. Casper is a super talented writer, director, actor. His first movie that I saw was Slutty Summer. Casper, yes, I hate that title, but it's a really good movie. So those that want to see a porno movie about slutty summers, this is not it. If you want to see, although it sounds trite these days, a gay Sex in the City, this might be it. That's just the brief version. Casper has more depth than just being a copycat of gay Sex in the City, asking a bunch of go girls. He's really a good writer, and he does play the Carrie part, but there is a slutty one too. And I know it sounds like Sex in the City, but he makes it more than that, which is why I'm a fan of his. He also doesn't always star in movies. He often writes and directs only, or has even a smaller part, like he does with Flatbush Luck. This is about a former Wall Street person who now is a telephone repairman, and he happens to get a stock tip. Inside trading. He has to figure out, does he want to take that tip and go back to that glamorous life, or does he want to just keep the humble life that he has? And as you see, there's a lot of straight kissing, so there are two couples. Don't think it's just a straight movie. There's gayness in it too, because Casper made it, but it's still a really good movie. Then if we want to end our week with two other terrific movies, I am surprised by the extra talents that Gerald McCulloch has. You know, yes, I know him as a sexy, talented actor from CSI, and the gay people also know him from Bear City. But he wrote a play. Yes, he's a playwright. And he adapted that play, among his other plays, Daddy, into a film. Now, of course, when you see Gerald and you see his young co-star, you think, oh, it's a daddy hunt, it's a May-December romance. But he is a really good writer and has an extremely interesting plot twist that I did not see coming. Do you want to know what it is? I'm not going to tell you. You have to watch the movie. Then when you're done, if you want to see Gerald doing a documentary behind the scenes, he's not always in front of the camera. He recently did all male, all nude Johnsons. So for those who need titillation, yes, it's all male and it's all nude. You see dick, you see everything. But when you're done licking your chops and watering over these hot men, you will find out that this movie has a lot of depth. The owner of the club really takes care of his employees. They are treated like family. So I really enjoyed that aspect. And then they follow some of the different dancers into their life to show their plans for after stripping, because you can't be doing that for your whole life. So it really adds a great element of surprise to learning more about the people at the club. And I even like the way that the owner donates money to his community, because they need it, and people pay a lot of money to go to a strip club. So that's it. I've given you a great week of movies to watch, often from film festivals, so maybe you didn't hear of them so much, but seek them out. Give me comments below, and I will see you next week. And until then, you enjoy your pride.